Alright, welcome back everyone. In this one, we're tackling the metallics and that deep, regal cape on Captain Lysander. Two parts that really make him pop. So, starting with the metallics, I went in with a solid base of lead belcher across all the silver areas, the hammerhead, vents and trim details. Make sure you thin your paint just a bit so it goes on nice and smooth and doesn't clog up the details. Just ignore the scrolls for the moment, we'll get to those later in the video. Once that's dry, we shade it with Nuln Oil to deepen the recesses. If we want a warmer tone, we can mix in a little Agrax. It gives the metal a more realistic feel. If it starts gathering in one spot, just wick a bit away with a clean brush. We finish the metallics with a fine edge highlight of Stormhouse Silver. It catches the light perfectly and gives that crisp, polished look. Sorry guys, my bad. I totally missed the fact I didn't hit record. But before this, we based the cape with Zandri dust and started glazing Deathclaw brown into the folds. The steps we're using here are the same ones we used on the scrolls that were mentioned earlier. We're not looking for perfection yet, just laying down the foundation for the final layers. Next, we'll glaze a bit of Mournfang brown into the deepest folds, just to add that extra depth and warmth. Now we'll bring the highlights back and tidy things up by blending Zandri dust back onto the raised areas. and we will do a last glaze of Screaming Skull and to lift the highlights and tie everything together. Next up is the red on the outside of the cape. Just a reminder, we'll be using the same process on the shield. We'll start by applying a base coat of Galvorback red. Now we're moving on to corn red to start building those highlights. The trick here is to use several thin layers. We're not aiming to cover everything, just to slowly build up the colour. This gives us a really smooth gradient and keeps that depth we built up with the Galvorback red underneath. Once the corn red layers are down and looking smooth, we'll move on to Mephiston red to push those highlights even further. Just like before, we want to work in thin layers, gradually building the brightness on the raised folds and areas that catch the most light. This step really starts to bring that red to life. We'll finish the main red highlights with Evil Sun Scarlet. This is all about picking out the sharpest edges and raised areas, giving the cloak that extra pop and vibrancy. Take your time with this step, slow thin layers make all the difference. Next, we'll apply Corax White to the ropes on the cape. Don't forget, we'll repeat these same steps on the shoulder and shin decorations as well, so everything stays consistent. Now we'll apply a light wash of apothecary white over the areas we just based. This helps to blend the layers and bring out subtle shadows in the details. wash has dried, we'll pick the raised details back out with Corax White, leaving the wash showing in the recesses so the shadows remain visible. To finish up the white areas, we'll add a final highlight with white scar. Just hit the raised edges and points that catch the most light. It really sharpens all the details. We're laying down a base of Retributor armour on all the gold parts, and we can also grab the eagle's head on the hammer while we're at it. It's a good way to start bringing the details together. Once the base coat is down, we'll wash all the gold areas with Reikland Flesh Shade. This helps bring out the recesses and add some nice depth to the gold. Once the Reikland Flesh Shade wash is settled, we'll go back in with Auric Gold to pick out the highlights and give the gold a brighter, more vibrant look. Finally, if you want, we can add small spots of Stormhost Silver on the gold areas. This is optional, but it can help sell the highlights. Next, we'll move on to all the black areas across the model. After base coating them, we can use Eshin Grey to glaze in some highlighted areas and bring out subtle depth. We'll wrap up the black areas with an edge highlight of Dawnstone to make everything stand out. And that's it. Captain Lysander is almost fully painted, from his striking yellow armour to the detailed cape, metallics and highlights. We hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on the final installment of this mini-series.